Hello, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. So we know now that Hayden Christensen will be back as Darth Vader in Obi-Wan Kenobi series. We know that. That's confirmed by the Disney investors call, where they kind of showcased everything for Disney Plus. Little for anything else, actually. Staggering what they're investing in Disney Plus. Now, I did a video on this, and I said I think it breaks canon because of words that were said between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi. When I left you, I was learning, etc. Now I am the master, something like that. He's now more man than machine, all these kind of things. And a lot of people said, nope, definitely not. But then there's a lot of people that agreed with me as well. So I think it's divisive anyway. And a lot of people really, really want to see him back. And I just say, err on the side of caution. Calm down. Because I don't think he's going to be back in the capacity you think he will be, unless Disney staggeringly break canon. Because yeah, he can take the helmet off when he's in an airtight sealed room, or when he's about to die, I guess. I mean, there's not many scenarios in which he takes the helmet off because he absolutely needs it. So I do think, although it would be great to see Hayden Christensen back, I guess I never thought he did a staggering job. So I think there's a lot of people that seem really, really happy about this, but haven't watched the prequels recently. Because the real performance of Darth Vader is from James Earl Jones, and of course, the late great chap who was in the costume. So, although I'll give Hayden Christensen this, he did nail down some good mannerisms and gait and stuff like that. But the chap who wore the costume for Rogue One did a really, really good job as well. So I don't know whether this is anything to be super happy about. However, we do have this rumour here saying Hayden Christensen will film scenes without Darth Vader's helmet. Now that's an obvious rumour, isn't it? Because otherwise, what's the bloody point in having him come back? And this is what I mean, because a lot of people are like, this is going to be his chance to redeem himself. And I'm like, well, but how? If he's playing Darth Vader. And I know you can write it in any way, shape or form, but a lot of people are giving Disney way too much credit here for Star Wars, as if there's not been numerous movies, series, books and stuff like that, which just absolutely poo-poo all of your positivity. And I want it to be good, FYI, I do want it to be good. But remember, they are having a rematch, so that indicates they're fighting, which indicates that he would have to be in the costume, which means how will it be Hayden Christensen? And it can't be flashbacks if they're having a rematch. That's the thing. And he looks a lot older now as well. So flashbacks don't work. Unless they do weird Uncanny Valley makeup, CGI. But anyway, this article's linked down below. Bounding into Comics. They have a source, apparently. It's a close source to them. They claim that Christensen will be Darth Vader, but will also film scenes without Vader's iconic helmet on. The reason for not always wearing the mask is due to celebrity recognition. What? No, that doesn't make any sense. One, Hayden Christensen is not really a celebrity. Secondly, he's only coming back because they want him. They want to build some buzz. What? And there's no point having him back if the helmet's not on. If it's on all the time. What? That's some weird logic there. Weird logic. But Kennedy made the announcement. Said late August at the D23 Expo in Anaheim, we announced the return of Ewan McGregor in the iconic role of Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi for a special event series on Disney Plus. Obi-Wan Kenobi begins 10 years after the dramatic events of Revenge of the Sith, where he faced his greatest defeat, the downfall and corruption of his best friend and Jedi apprentice Anakin Skywalker turned evil Sith Lord Darth Vader. Kennedy then confirmed Christensen's return as Darth Vader, stating, "Our fans will be thrilled that Hayden Christensen will be returning in the role of Darth Vader. This will be the rematch of the century." The series is directed by Deborah Chow, who's good, actually quite good. Coming off the great work she did with us as a director on season 1 of The Mandalorian, and production will begin in March of next year. But what? I just don't understand. But this is the thing, right? So according to Games Radar, Deborah Chow would confirm that Vader and Kenobi would fight again. We couldn't tell the story of Obi-Wan without Darth Vader. We'll definitely see Obi-Wan and Darth Vader get into it again. So here's the thing. On the one hand, great to see him come back. On the second hand, a lot of people are like, it's his chance to redeem himself, right? However, I pose it to you, how's he going to redeem himself if the only scenes he's going to be filming without the mask on, due to canonical reasons, yeah, as in Darth Vader, you can't take the mask off for that long, blah, 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 unless he's in a sealed room. Canonically, he's apparently supposed to be in his sealed room, and that's where he starts moping about. Isn't it? Canonically, that's when he starts to, you know, he sort of regrets and gets depressed again over Padme, and he tries to pull himself back and push that light side away from himself. So isn't he just going to be the same character and performance he gave in Revenge of the Sith and the prequels? And if that's the case, how's he redeeming himself? No? Do you not see the point there? I just think a lot of people are getting their hopes up without thinking it through. And I want to be wrong. FYI, I do want to be wrong, because I really love The Mandalorian and I want there to be some good stuff in the world of Star Wars. Kennedy and Chow's confirmation that Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi would have a rematch was problematic in itself, given the original Star Wars film. And here's the statement. I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now, I am the master. But yeah, I know there was some comments that said later down the line which seemingly contradict it. But I don't think... it's that initial statement there, you know? Only a master of evil, Darth. It also appears to go against George Lucas's original plans for Obi-Wan Kenobi, following what eventually became Revenge of the Sith. This stuff doesn't really matter. Like, they keep going against, you know, George Lucas all the time, so it doesn't really matter. But this latest rumour, if true, causes even more problems with Darth Vader. If you remember, at the end of Revenge of the Sith, we actually see what Vader's face looks like before his helmet is placed on him. It's extremely disfigured with burn scars. And this is obviously what we see. You know, we do see this. So is he going to be in makeup all the time? And if he is, again, what's the point? Because you could have anyone. And he's going to look old now. And I don't know. It just seems a bit... I just think a lot of people are getting excited without thinking it through. Remember, this is what it looks like. While the movie didn't actually outright say that Vader needed the suit and helmet to survive, it was heavily implied. That's not to say that Vader didn't occasionally take his helmet off, as we saw in The Empire Strikes Back, which he does, yes. But then this is the thing, right? They do actually say it. You know, Anakin Skywalker asks Luke to help him remove the helmet so he can see his son with his own eyes. And he says, but you'll die. And that's when he goes, yeah, I know. Like, it's fine, sort of thing. It's implied. So, and then, again, more. So we get another scene with Vader without his helmet on inside his meditation chamber. Kemp writes that Vader's helmet contains a number of neural needles that connect his body to the suit of armor and creates an interconnected unit. He specifically writes that the neural needles stab into the flesh of his skull and the base of his spine, unifying his mind, body and armor to form an interconnected unit. So he needs it. With the neural needles attached, he no longer felt the absence of his legs or arms, the pain of his flesh, but the hate remains and the rage still burned. Conscious of the stumps of his legs, the ruin of his arms, the perpetual pain in his flesh. Yeah, I mean, Vader would also remove his helmet in order to supply his body with nutrients and eat. This is on Wikipedia. It's revealed that Vader would remove his helmet in order to use a feeding tube because he could not eat normally. And this is obviously, you know, what he does here. But I just... look, I can see it. But this is the thing, and this is what they say here, look. So if Hayden is going to shoot scenes as Darth Vader without the helmet on, the only time that would be appropriate is if he's meditating. And that there is the point, isn't it? How is he going to redeem himself? What becomes the point in having him come back? So everyone that's super excited about it, that's kind of the question that I'm posing to you. Like, did you like him in the prequels? Did you think he was mopey or not? Because if not, then great, because you're going to like him in this. But if you didn't, and you did think he was mopey, then surely you're just going to be getting the same guy. So anyway, whatever. It's fine, I guess. It'll be interesting to see. Hopefully that, you know, there'll be stuff like this. You know? Hopefully we'll get like flashbacks or sort of dream force things. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts though down below in the comment section. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Give this video a like and a share, as always, because that really does help the channel out, because YouTube's a, you know, a biatch right now. Thanks so much. Take care.